Good afternoon. This is Bill Topping. I'm at Drisdale Field in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. Got a nice breeze blowing in off the ocean. It's a warm day. We got a whole bunch of people here for Dave Barnett Day. Dave's retiring. Tomorrow will be the last regular season game for Dave. But today is his day. Hope you got to see some of the proceedings. I tried to do the best I could with the microphone. It's not great, but at least the pictures were there. And the folks did a good job of turning out for Dave. And he got a couple of pretty nifty little going-away presents. Today we have Augusta University. They are the Jaguars in town. This is a 3-game set. This is game 2. First game, the Saints won 13-12. Terrific game to watch yesterday. Back and forth, take the lead, home runs, stolen bases, a lot of pitchers. But for today, I will run down to start with, I'll run down the batting order for the Augusta University Jaguars. Leading off is Kyle Lodice, batting second. He is the shortstop. The center fielder, Harrison Alls, will bat second. The right fielder, Brady Lothran, will bat third. The catcher, Mike Morrison, is in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth is the left fielder, Dylan Wannett. And batting sixth is the DH, Kyle LaRoche. Jordan Wilkie, the first baseman, will bat seventh. Nolan Turner, the third baseman, will bat eighth. And Kobe Ayala, and batting in the 9 slot, he is the second baseman. On the mound today for the Jaguars is Garrett Wright. I'll give you his stats when he takes the mound. But I'll set the Saints defensively. Matt Burks at first, Peyton Palladino at second, and Taylor Clapp is at third. Mason Gray is the shortstop. The outfield left to right, Newland, Fitzgerald, and Kresak. And the first pitch, see what the old clock says, 2:07. Jesse Sullivan is behind the plate today. On the mound is Cooper Smith, the right-hander. Hard hit ball to Clapp at third, a couple of hops to throw over, and one away. That'll bring up Alts. That pitch is called strike one. Ald's batting .325. 1 for 3 yesterday, a couple of walks. University is going to, or has commissioned a statue of Dave to be placed out here at the athletic fields. I think it should go in the third base coach's box, personally. The opposing team could just work around it. As usual, John Jordan to my right. You won't be able to hear what he says, which is, as I mentioned earlier, probably just as well. But I'll try and tell you what the answer to my questions. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cooper Smith from the stretch hits this ball. This ball is hit, into right center field. It drops for a base hit. So a 1-out single. Cooper has a 4.37 ERA and a 6-4 record. This is appearance number 13 for Smith. 68 innings pitched, 33 earned runs, struck out 47, walked just 8, average against .295. Good numbers for Cooper Smith. Brady Lothran at the plate. Throw over to first. Runner back safely. More of a toss than a throw, really. Is easily the best crowd of the year for obvious reasons. There's a one-hopper to the third base coach. Nice play over there. Probably the head coach. Umpires are Christopher Pittman, Pat Russo, and Nick Mayer. Pittman behind the plate. Russo at first, Mayer at third. Well, now he's at second. That pitch is low. Count 1-2. 1 out, 1 on, top of the first, no score. Cooper working from the stretch. That pitch is fouled off first base side. Burke holding the runner at first. Smith once again from the stretch, looks in, has the sign. And the pitch is low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Mike Morrison on deck. Ground ball towards second. Palladino flips to short. Throw to first. It's not in time. It gets by, but the runner will not try to go to second. Sullivan gave him a little decoy there, trying to get him to go, but he did not. So the fielder's choice, there's 2 away. And that will bring up the cleanup hitter, Mike Morrison, with Dylan Wanat on deck. That pitch is in the, well, there's a one hopper in the carpet, and the runner goes from second to third on a wild pitch. One of the pitches going to drop into right field. No, it does not. Nicely done out there by Caden Kresak as he makes the catch for out number 3. Runner stranded, no run score. Top of the first, no runs. Saints coming to bat in the bottom of the first. We'll take a moment to tell you the batting order for the Saints today. It's pretty much the same as yesterday. If you tuned into that game, that's a heck of a game too. Saints used 10 pitchers yesterday to get a win. Jaguars used 5. Leading off is Trey Newland. Mason Gray will bat second. Jesse Sullivan will bat third. Taylor Clapp will bat fourth. Peyton Palladino in the 5 spot. Batting 6 is Donovan Garcia. He is the DH today. Matt Burke is the first baseman, batting 7th. Batting 8th is Bryce Fitzgerald in center field, and the right fielder, Caden Kresak, will bat 9th. On the mound for the Jaguars, Garrett Wright. He's a freshman. He has a 5.82 ERA, 5.82. He's got an 0-1 record. This is appearance number 8 for Garrett. 17 innings pitched, 11 earned runs, 17 strikeouts, 12 walks. Tomorrow's game is at 1 p.m. As I said, Trey Newland will start things off for the Saints here in the bottom of the first. Trey steps in with a 367 Batting average, 16 doubles and 27 stolen bases. The pitch is low, 2 balls, no strikes. That's a base hit, right center field. Newland starts things off with a single. Big run, he's going to make it to second. A nice hustle play in for a double. Nice hustle play for a double. The right fielder took a nonchalant approach to get that ball back into the second baseman. And Newland never slowed down. Nicely done. Can't teach speed, John. Just can't teach it. I would have written down a single, John, but I'm not that quick anymore. John says he's about ready to write down a single. Bunt. That's a beauty. Nope. Must have hit something. The hip. What are they doing? Well, it's still fair apparently if it hit the plate because did he call timeout? Yeah, the plate's fair. The plate's fair, just like the bags are fair out on the field. That's what I thought too, because it hops sideways. What do you do? Step across the plate? He must have stepped across the plate to bunt. The ball hit him. That's a guess, folks. We don't know if he did or not, but we do know that the home plate umpire conferred with the infield umpires, and they called out Mason Gray. Yeah, that's what John said, the same thing I just thought. It could be that the ball hit him as he stepped across the plate to bunt. But we don't know for sure. It's a mystery. That is a high fly ball to center field. Jesse Sullivan flies out to center. That'll bring up Taylor Clapp. Taylor batting .302. Two outs. Pitch is low. Newland a leadoff double. Still at second base. Anybody who's home and thought about coming to the park and didn't, you missed out on bobbleheads. They gave out Dave Barnett bobbleheads. They gave out fans with Dave's smiling face on it. Some T-shirts. I think that was mostly just his ex-players. It is literally standing room only. This place is packed. Big cut, swing and a miss, strike one. 2 balls and a strike, 2 outs, runner at second. Bottom of the first, no score. Right comes set. Checks Newland at second, delivers, and it's popped up. That's going to be out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs with a runner at second. Right again from the stretch. The pitch is a high fly ball that the wind should carry into foul territory. And it does. Very, very close to doing some automobile damage over there. Missed it by a couple feet. A couple of SUVs and a pickup over there. Once again, the 2-2 pitch. Another high fly ball. Wait a minute, I'm parked out there. Nope, didn't get there. Wasn't a lot of places to park either. I got here an hour early. And before the ceremony thing, not before the game. Man, what a great crowd. Good for Dave. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big cut. Got him. Swinging. Runner stranded. No run score. Each team has 1 hit. Neither team has a run. 1 incomplete. This is Flagler Saints baseball. Top of inning number 2. Cooper Smith on the mound, starter for the Saints. Dylan Wanat at the plate. We don't have a pronunciation guide. It's spelled W-A-N-A-T. Could be Wanat or Waynut. Dylan. I'm going to go with Dylan. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch is popped up. It's going to be very shallow center field. Great calling for it. Makes the catch. 1 away. That brings up Kyle LaRoche. First pitch, called strike. Jordan Wilkie on deck. Count 0-2. Top of the second, no score. Pitch low and away. Ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. He swung. He strikes out. And that will bring up Jordan Wilkie with Nolan Turner on deck. First strikeout for Smith today. First pitch, ball one to Wilkie. Fly ball, right field, right center. Grisak tracks it down, and the side is retired. 3 up and 3 down inning for Smith that time. Top of the second complete, still no score. Bottom of the second, Peyton Palladino, Donovan Garcia, and Matt Burke to bat. Palladino steps in. Peyton batting .261. Swings to the first pitch and pops it up. First baseman calls for it, makes the catch. One away. That'll bring up Donovan Garcia. Donovan batting .221 with Matt Burke on deck. One ball, one strike. High fly ball. Way deep. Holy cow, down toward the foul territory. And the shortstop got over there. Got his glove on it, but didn't catch it. That thing was up there long enough for him to run about, I don't know, 150 feet. We don't have one of those nifty StatCast things like they have in Major League Baseball. Tell you how fast he ran, how far he went, and how high he jumped, and pretty soon they're going to be scanning their DNA before they get out of the batter's box, you know. Ball and 2 strikes. Right, working from the windup. Pitch high and outside. Two pitch. That's low. Ball gets away. That's popped up. That is way up there. Catcher's calling for it. Makes a catch. Couple of pop-ups for the Saints here in the bottom of the second. That'll bring up Matt Burke with Bryce Fitzgerald on deck. Bryce batting .239. Three balls and no strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the second, no score. Called strike for a 3-1 count now. Walked him. So a 2-out walk for Bryce Fitzgerald with Caden Kresak on deck. Bryce has 8 doubles and 2 homers, 20 RBI. First pitch, strike 1. That's another pop-up. It may get out of play. Yes, it does. Right side. If you didn't catch it in the pregame ceremonies, they're going to put Dave's number 4 on the wall out there, and it'll be retired. Dave shares an honor with a pretty famous number 4. Both of their numbers will be retired now. He might have been the first number 4 because they only started. Lou Gehrig wore number 4 famously for the Yankees, but that was the first year they started that. That was for batting position. I don't know whether they intended to change it or they just set the lineup and said that's it. But Ruth was 3rd and Gehrig was 4th. That's a called strike, strike 3. So a runner stranded, but no run scores here in the bottom of the second. After 2 complete innings, each team has a hit. No team has a run. This is Flagler, college baseball. Inning number 3, no score. Top of the 3rd. And a ground ball. Gray lays out, gets the one hopper to Burke, who makes a nice pick over there at first. He's done a great job this year. Burke has saved a few runs and several outs playing first base. Nice job of Gray getting over there and knocking that thing down and making the play. That was, by the way, yeah, Nolan Turner was the batter there. Kobe Ayala now steps in. Ayala batting in the 9 slot. First pitch, ball one. That thing's chopped out third base. Ball and 2 strikes. On deck, Kyle Lodice, the shortstop, top of the order for the Jaguars. Got a piece of that, fouled it off. Keep this at-bat going. The 1-2 pitch. He takes it. Ball 2. Close pitch. Two balls, 2 strikes. Hard hit ball, base hit into left field. Like I said, back to the top of the order. Kyle Lodice, according to the PA guy who also doesn't have a pronunciation guide. We're just going to keep saying different things until somebody tells us we're wrong or right. But you know what, John? No, John just said nobody's come up yet, but I just really, I don't want to say somebody's name wrong, so I'm going to start using first names. I've done that before. So Kyle at the plate. There's 2 Kyles. Kyle LaRoche, I can know how to pronounce his name because it's pretty self-evident. 1 ball, 1 strike to the shortstop named Kyle. I may not play a professional anymore, John, but at one time I was, you know. Now I'm just a sad old volunteer. That's what. And worth every penny of it, I might add. 1 ball, 1 strike. Popped him up. Hey, we got a couple people yelling for it. Taylor Clapp says he's going to get it. He does. 2 outs. Harrison Olds will step in next. Harrison was 1 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI yesterday. A couple of walks. It's a ground ball toward Gray. Fields cleanly, throws to first. And that's the side retired. No run score in the top of the 3rd. We're still scoreless here at Drysdale Field in beautiful St. Augustine, Florida. Bottom of the third, and Caden Kresak will bat. He's in number 9 slot for the Saints. Then Newland and Gray in that order. Unless there's pinch hitters, which I don't think there will be. Off-speed pitch high. Garrett Wright on the mound, starter today for the Jaguars. Caden batting .286 this season. Pulled that one foul. Saints only hit so far a leadoff double in the first inning by Trey Newland. Hit that one hard. Base hit. Right center field. Creighton was 2 for 4 yesterday. He's 1 for 1 today. That'll bring up Trey Newland. Trey had an excellent game yesterday. 3 for 4, 3 runs scored, 2 runs batted in. And a stolen base. Kresak has made 1 attempt to steal this year. Unsuccessful, as it turned out. Right, and we'll pitch from the stretch. They're holding the runner at first, holding Kresak on over there. Jordan Wilkie, the first baseman. One ball and 2 strikes. Pitch is inside. I don't see how it missed him. Yeah, tomorrow is senior day for, how many seniors do we have, John? 10 seniors. Yeah. That's a lot of them. Newland fouls that pitch off. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third inning, no score. Fly ball. Center field. Drifting back and making the catch is Alds. 1 away. That'll make up Mason Gray. He's 0 for 1 in this game. 2 for 4 yesterday with a run scored and an RBI. Also had a walk. First pitch called strike. One out, one on for the Saints here in the bottom of the third. Pitch low and inside. One pitch is a base hit into left field. Runners at first and second, a couple of singles. So Sullivan will step in with 2 on and 1 out. Jesse's 0 for 1 in this game. He was 3 for 6 with 4 batted in yesterday. Saints won that one 13-12. First pitch, strike one. Right checks the runners, and the pitch is popped up. Right center, right fielder calls for it. Both runners remain at their respective bases. 2 away. That'll bring up Taylor Clapp. He's 0 for 1. 2 for 4 yesterday with a run scored. Still a pretty serious breeze blowing in off the ocean from left field toward the plate. Pitch inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Presack at second. Gray at first. Not holding the runner at first. That pitch is chopped foul. Fly ball center field. It's going to drop. Dave is waving him home. Center fielder does not field it cleanly. Gray goes all the way around to third on the single, and an RBI for Taylor Clapp. Another 2-out rally by the Saints. They had a 6-run 2-out rally yesterday. Gonna have a little talk out there on the mound. I don't think we're going to get a pitch and change, though, just by the look of it. So Gray's at third, and Clapp is at first with the RBI single. Saints got a 2-out, 6-run rally in the 7th yesterday. So the run scored on the throwing error by the shortstop. Clapp moves all the way to third as the ball went into right field. Palladino's at first. Fly ball. So that's out number 3. 2 runners are stranded, but 2 runs score here in the bottom of the third as the Saints take a 2-0 lead after 3. This is Flagler Saints baseball. Saints lead at 2-0 coming to bat in the bottom of the fourth. Bottom of the fourth inning, and Matt Burke will lead off for the Saints, followed by Bryce Fitzgerald and Caden Kresak. Saints lead at 2-0. Scored 2 runs in the bottom of the third. Takes that pitch outside. It's 2 balls, no strikes. Matt was 1 for 5 with a run scored and an RBI yesterday. Two-0 pitch is fouled off. That is a hard hit ball and a nice running diving catch by the left fielder, Dylan Wynot. That'll bring up Bryce Fitzgerald. Kresak on deck. Base hit. A hard hit ball to the third baseman who tried to backhand it. The ball hit his glove and bounced out. The official scorekeeper says that's a base hit because it was hit really hard. And I have no desire to play third base, John. John said I could play third base if I thought that was a error. I actually never wanted to play third base. I like second. I like second a lot because I was like a long way from the plate. Runner breaks for second. One hopper, he's safe. A stolen base for Fitzgerald. Bottom of the fourth inning, 2-0 Saints with 1 out. Runner at second. Caden Kresak at the plate. Trey Newland on deck. Caden was 2 for 4 with a run scored and 2 runs batted in yesterday. Ball and 2 strikes, the count. Garrett Wright, the pitcher for the Jaguars, the starter today. There is action in the Jaguar bullpen. The Saints bullpen is quiet at the moment. The 1-2 pitch. And a stolen base. Second stolen base in this inning, in fact, for Bryce Fitzgerald. Let's see him steal home. We haven't seen that this year. Haven't seen it, not here. I mean, somebody might have done it somewhere at a different park, but we have not seen a steal home here at Drysdale Field. That's a ground ball towards short. He deals. I'll tell you what, that was a close play, and that was pretty good. It's a close play. Nice play by the shortstop. Heads up to get Fitzgerald at the plate. Now we got somebody picked off, and there's nobody covering second. Grisak was picked off first, but he then stole second instead. So Grisak reached on a fielder's choice. That pitch is a called strike. That pitch is low and inside. Count even at 1. 2 outs, runner at second. That pitch is outside, 2-1. That was ball 4. That was a walk on a pitch time violation. Mason Gray at the plate. He is 1 for 2. He singled and scored in the third. Right center. Oh, yeah, I see her. Osprey came in and landed in the nest over there. Line drive to the shortstop, who makes the play. So Gray lines out to the shortstop. And the side is retired, but no run score here in the bottom of the 4th. After 4 complete, it's no runs, 2 hits, and an error for the Jaguars. For the Saints, it's 2 runs on 5 hits with no errors. This is Flagler College Baseball. At the plate is Kyle LaRoche, top of the fourth inning. 2-0 Saints. Pitch outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Fly ball. Center field. Fitzgerald tracking it down. Wind is blowing it right back toward the infield. But he makes the catch. 1 away. Jordan Wilkie will bat next, and Nolan Turner on deck. First pitch, ball 1. Cooper Smith on the mound for the Saints, starter today. No action in the Saints bullpen. No action in either bullpen at the moment. That is a base hit to left for Wilkie. He's 1 for 2 now. Nolan Turner steps in. He's 0 for 1. A very high fly ball, very deep into left field. Newland at the warning track makes the catch. Wilkie will go back to first. And there's 2 away. That'll bring up Kobe Ayala. First pitch, strike 1. Kobe is 1 for 1 at the moment. He singled in the 3rd inning. Foul ball. 0-2 the count. Top of the 5th. Saints lead it 2-0. Cloudy sky today. Started out very sunny at game time. Smith working with the stretch with a runner at first. Burke holding him on over there. Ball and 2 strikes. Foul ball. Fastball, swing and a miss. Strikeout. Runner stranded. No run score in the top of the 5th. Saints coming to bat with a 2-run lead in the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the fifth inning. Jesse Sullivan at the plate for the Saints. First pitch, ball one. Jesse 0 for 2 so far. Three balls and a strike. Garrett Wright, starter for the Jaguars, still on the mound. Here in the bottom of the fifth. Line drive. Oh, man, almost caught Wright. He went down. Fortunately, did not hit him. That ball was right over his left shoulder. It's about head high. That's a hard hit ball in the hole. Shortstop wheels, makes the play. It's the fielder's choice. Taylor Clapp goes to first on the fielder's choice with one out. That'll bring up Peyton Palladino. Peyton is 1 for 2. No, he's not. He's 0 for 2. He reached base, but did not get a base hit. There's a three-hopper to the shortstop. Flip to second. One fielder and a throw over the first baseman's head. That went over the fence and out of play. So Palladino's at second on the error. That'll bring up Donovan Garcia, who is 0 for 2 today. Matt Burke on deck. Takes the first pitch, called strike one. Pitch low and inside. One pitch is fouled straight back. The 1-2 pitch, high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pretty decent breeze blowing in from left field. Takes a close pitch, full count. Some of the fans trying to help the umpire make the call. They're giving it their best effort anyway. Wright steps off. Works from the stretch with the runner at second. Payoff pitch. Off the end of the bat, base hit. Dave waving the runner home. Garcia, an RBI single. It's Palladino who reached on an error scores. That's an unearned run. Did I get that right, John? One in a row. I got it right, John said. The old blind squirrel deal? Yeah. Blind. My family's from Northern Virginia. It's blind hog up there. So Garcia at first with the RBI. He breaks for second. The throw is high, and he is safe with a stolen base. Pitch is low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitcher seems to be in some distress. What are you thinking, cramp? Yeah, it looks like the old calf cramp there on the left leg. Yeah. Man, that hurts. I used to get those when I was playing ball in high school. They used to give us salt tablets because they thought that would help us hold water, and then they wouldn't let us drink any water. Yep, we're going to get a new pitcher. Well, he hasn't left yet. Drinking some Gatorade, that's a good thing. Get some electrolytes. Spray some cold stuff on his leg. That helps too. So Wright will leave, allowing 3 hits, only 2 of them earned. Or 3 runs, only 2 of them earned. And 7 hits. And the new pitcher, don't have a number yet because don't have numbers on the front of their jerseys. Well, they do have numbers. They're very small. The catcher's blocking it right now. I can't tell. The glove's in the way, John. We're all like, oh, okay then. He's got it. Number 33. That is Aiden Cates. Look at the stats on Mr. Cates. Aiden has a 13.91 ERA, an 0-1 record, appearance number 14 this season. He's pitched 11 innings. He's given up 17 earned runs, average against 451. Got a lot of osprey action going on in the right center light standard. Looks like Mama's sitting on a nest out there and Dad's coming in and dropping off food. Kind of an osprey DoorDash sort of thing going on. We used to have a nest in the left field light standard. That's gone, but now we got a new one here in the right behind the press box. There'll be a ball and a strike on Burke when the game resumes. So Matt steps back in the right-hand batter's box with a 1-1 count. First pitch is inside from Cates. Foul ball right in the Flagler dugout. They never have time to move. Everybody ducks, but the ball's already back out on the field by the time they do. Not something you'd expect even being that close to the field. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second. Saints lead at 3-0. They've scored a run here in the bottom of the 5th. Burke awaits the 2-2 pitch. And he rolls it toward. They're going to play a play at the plate. No, they're not. He's safe. Garcia hustling all the way around after stealing second, able to score on that play. Second baseman did a good job of knocking the ball down, making a sliding play on it out there in very shallow right field. He got up and made the throw. It was close, but Garcia's safe with a head-first slide. That'll bring up Bryce Fitzgerald. So Burke is single and an RBI. And there's a base hit right up the middle. Burke will stop at second. Fitzgerald another single. He's 2 for 3. That'll bring up Caden Kresak with 2 outs. Saints score another run with 2 outs today. Kresak 1 for 2 in this game. Pitch inside. Pitch low and it's 3-0. So the bases are loaded after the walk to Cresack, and that'll bring up Trey Newland for the fourth time today here in the fifth inning. And a double in the first, walked in the fourth. He's 1 for 2. This one is right back to the pitcher on one big hop. Flips underhand to first, and that retires the side. 3 runners stranded, but 2 runs have scored here in the bottom of the fifth inning, and it's 4-0 Saints after 5. This is Flagler College baseball. Top of the sixth inning and top of the order for the Jaguars. Shortstop Kyle Lodice. First pitch, strike 1. So a leadoff single for the shortstop. Harrison Alds will bat next, the center fielder. That's the first hit for Kyle. Harrison has a single. He singled in the first. Ball and no strikes, and that pitch is low. Fly ball to center, the out, tag, and a runner advances. Nicely done there by Lodice. At the plate is Jake Vachon. He came on as a defensive replacement. Batting in the 3 slot in the order. Throw over to third. One out, one on for the Jaguars here in the top of the 6th inning. That is a base hit to right field. And a run scores. So an RBI single for Jake Vachon. That brings up Mike Morrison, the catcher. First pitch is high, ball 1. Morrison 0 for 2 in this game. High fly ball. Right, left center. Fitzgerald flags it down. There's 2 away. Now batting is Jake Johnson. Came on as a defensive replacement for why not. Two away, runner at first. 1 run across here in the top of the 6th for the Jaguars. That is a hard hit, line drive, base hit to right field. Runners at first and second. What's the pitch count, John? 75 pitches. Cooper Smith, the starter for the Saints, still in there. There is some action in the Saints bullpen. Kyle LaRoche at the plate. Brighter, down. Is that all right? Okay. Do a little camera work here, I'm multitasking, and I am absolutely terrible at that. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on for the Jaguars here in the top of the 6th inning. Another pitch clock violation. That's now a 2-1 count. There's a 1 hopper to Gray at short, throw to first. That retires the side. 2 runners stranded. No, but 1 run scores here in the top of the 6th for the Jaguars. Saints coming to bat. They lead at 4-1. Gray, Sullivan, and Clapp due to bat here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Saints. They lead at 4-1. Jason Gray singled and scored in the 3rd. He is 1 for 3. Press box discussion on where to put the statue. Is that what we're having down there? I still say it should go in the third base coach's box. They'll just have to work around it. That is a fly ball to center. Olds runs it down. And there's one away. So Mason flies out to center, and that brings up Jesse. Jesse singled in the 5th. He is 1 for 3. Official attendance was 563. Not counting the folks that just kind of wandered in without getting counted. There's no way. This is a lot more than 500 people here. 563. When this game started, they were everywhere. There were people packed around the concession stand and over here under the umbrellas or whatever they're called. The shade. Yeah. That is another hard hit ball up the middle, and the pitcher, just ducks that one. Yikes. Sullivan ripped that one up center field. That'll bring up Taylor Clapp. Taylor had an RBI in the 3rd. He's 1 for 3. One ball and 1 strike. Which is fouled off. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Holding the runner, Sullivan at first. 2-2 pitch is off the end of the bat. It's going to be a slow roller. Third baseman scoops it and throws. Made it a close play, but he got him at first. Sullivan went to second on the play. Peyton Palladino reached on an error and scored in the 5th. Single in the 3rd. Up and in, spun his helmet around there. Pitch gets away from the catcher. There's going to be a play at third, and he's probably way out. He is out. Did not get a good break, and that retires the side. Sullivan out at third. So no run score here in the bottom of the 6th inning. After 6 complete, it's 1 run, 6 hits, 2 errors for the Jaguars. For the Saints, it's 4 runs on 10 hits. This is Flagler College baseball. Cooper Smith finishing his warm-ups. Cooper was Peach Belt Conference Pitcher of the Week last week. In fact, with Jesse Sullivan being Freshman of the Week. Is that notorious instead of notable? What do you think, John? The Pitcher of the Week and Freshman of the Week. Pitcher, catcher. I said, is that notorious or notable? Which is it? Well, that's not irony. Might be coincidental. So Smith first pitch to Jordan Wilkie. Ball 1. Fly ball to right, 1 out. That brings up Nolan Turner. Nolan 0 for 2 in this game. That's a base hit into right field. That'll bring up Kobe Ayala. Kobe 1 for 2, singled in the 3rd. Fly ball, right field. Rizek makes the catch. 2 away. Kyle Lodice will step in. He is the lead, or top of the order for the Jaguars. 2 outs, runner at first. Turner single, he's at first. First pitch to Kyle, outside, ball 1. Anthony Nofi warming up down there in the bullpen for the Saints. He should be well rested. He's thrown 2 pitches this weekend. This week. 1 in Tuesday's game and 1 pitch yesterday. Pitch was low, runner breaks for second. The throw is not in time. So Turner goes to second. On a wild pitch. Three-one count. Called strike, 3-2. It's a ground ball, it's fair ball. Throw by Clapp. He got him. What a nice play on both ends. Nice stretch and catch by Burke, and a really nice glove play by Clapp again. Like I said, he should be all conference on his glove alone. Sides retired, no run score in the top of the 7th inning. Saints coming to bat with a 4-1 lead. Peyton Palladino will lead things off for the Saints in the bottom of the 7th. He was at the plate when Jesse Sullivan was thrown out trying to steal third, so he will pick it up from there. Swings at the first pitch, base hit down the third base line. And goes all the way to second on the play. So leadoff double. And Donovan Garcia will bat next. Palladino now 2 for 4. Donovan 1 for 3 with a stolen base. Lays down a bunt. It's a beauty. That'll push the runner to third, and he is safe at first. Pitcher had a bit of a problem trying to field it because it kind of double clutched a little bit, and Garcia beat it out. That'll bring up Matt Burke. Had a single and a walk, an RBI. Or is it first and third with no outs? Aiden Cates on the mound for the Jaguars, the second pitcher of the day. Garrett Wiley got to start. There's a ground ball up the middle. That looks like a perfect double play ball. It is, and the runner scores from third. So Palladino scores. And Burke on the double play. Doesn't get an RBI because it's actually a fielder's choice. Bryce Fitzgerald at the plate with no runners on, and he hits a high fly ball to fairly deep, and at the warning track, the left fielder flags it down. That's out number 3, so Desai is retired, but one more run scores for the Saints here in the bottom of the 7th, and they have a 5-1 lead after 7. This is Flagler College baseball. Anthony Nofi is going to be the pitcher, as he is announced. He'll finish his warm-ups. He threw one pitch yesterday, got the out. Threw one pitch Tuesday night, got the out. Harrison Alls will lead things off. Harrison singled in the first. He's 1 for 3. Takes that pitch for call, strike 1. Pitch is high, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Doubled his, well, actually equaled his output so far for the week. That pitch is grounded, one shot to the first baseman, Burke. He tags first, unassisted, and he threw 3 pitches. He's going to get an extended outing, looks like. Jake Vaughn at the plate. He turns and singles into that right field. That brings up Mike Morrison. Morrison is 0 for 3. Vaughn at first is 2 for 2, couple of singles, had an RBI. And that is a hard hit ball. It's going to drop into left center field. Runner's going to go all the way around to third. Play at second is not in time. So a double for Morrison. Jake Johnson at the plate. Johnson 0 for 1. Came in as a defensive replacement in the 4th inning. Action in the Saints bullpen and in the Jaguar bullpen. 'Saints lead at 5-1. 1 out, runners at second and third. Top of the 8th inning. 3-0 count on the batter, Johnson. Kyle LaRoche on deck. That is a called strike, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is grounded toward first. Burke knocks it down. He's not going to get the ball there in time. Run scores. Infield single. And Dave makes the slow rock to the mound, and we're going to get a new pitcher. Rashawn scored from third. Second run for the Jaguars. They scored in the 6th. And now the 7th, now the 8th, excuse me. Who's the new pitcher, John? Can't make out the number. Okay. Bryson Berry is the new pitcher. He is number 39 in your program. Bryson has a 5.4 ERA. This is appearance number 11. He does have 1 save. He's pitched 11 2/3 innings, allowing 7 earned runs. So one out, runners at first and third for the Jaguars here in the top of the eighth. They've pushed one run across. Kyle LaRoche at the plate. He's 0 for 3. Pitch outside. Three balls and no strikes. Walked him on 4 pitches, bases loaded. That'll bring up Jordan Wilkie. It'll also bring a visit from Jeff Pelkey, the pitching coach, to the mound. A brief conversation. First pitch, strike one. Top of the eighth, the Saints lead 5-2. Fly ball, center field. Fitzgerald makes the catch. Runner at third tags. Throws to the shortstop, which is where it should be. And the lead is now 5-3. Morrison scores from third on the sac fly. That brings up Nolan Turner with runners at first and second. First pitch is a ground ball towards short. Gray backhands, throw across the diamond, and that retires the side. So 2-run score here in the top of the eighth. Saints coming to bat. They lead at 5-3. New pitcher for the Jaguars, Bryce Keisler, freshman left-hander. 9-1-2, the way I see it. Should be Kresak, Newland, and Gray batting for the Saints here in the bottom of the 8th inning, facing the new pitcher, Blythe Keisler. Kresak swings to the first pitch and hits it into left field. Almost to the warning track, but that's out number 1. That'll bring up Trey Newland for the 5th time in this game. A double, a walk. Pitch is inside. Did he swing? According to the umpire down the first baseline, he did. Out number 2. That'll bring up Mason Gray. Bottom of the 8th, it's 5-3 Flagler. Got a 3-0 count on Gray. Mason a single in the 3rd inning, 1 for 4. Also scored in the 3rd inning. Saints scored 2 in the 3rd, 2 in the 5th, and 1 in the 7th. That pitch a called strike, taken all the way. That pitch fouled straight back. That's fouled out of play. Full count. Popped him up. First baseman makes the play down the line unassisted. And the side is retired. No runs scored in the bottom of the 8th. After 8 innings, it is 3 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors for the Jaguars. For your Saints, 5 runs on 12 hits and no errors. This is Flagler College Baseball. New pitcher for the Saints, Jake Hill, junior right-hander. Jake has a 2.13 ERA and a 1-1 record. Appearance number 12 for Jake. He has 1 save. This is a save opportunity. 12 and 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 11 hits and only 3 earned runs. Struck out 9. The new pitcher, Jake Hill. They got a pinch hitter, Ty McClintock, a bat for Ayala. First pitch, ball 1. I didn't see that, John. I don't know if he reported it in as a defensive replacement or not. I don't think he did. They obviously didn't indicate that. Two balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Pitcher called. Strike. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. Top of the order for the Jaguars. Kyle Lodi steps in. Leads the team with doubles with 11, home runs with 14, RBIs with 49. Takes the first pitch, called strike. One for 4 in this game with a run scored in the 6th. Swings at that pitch, and it's 0-2. Pitch outside, and it's 1-2.
Saints lead at 5-3. One out in the top of the ninth. This is popped up and going to be out of play. Ooh, pulled that into the dugout. Yikes. Heads up over there, guys. Popped him up. That is up there. The wind's going to play a trick with this thing. Burt calling for it. He catches it. 2 away. Harrison Alds will bat, the center fielder. Singled in the first. He is 1 for 4. First pitch up and in, ball 1. That is a base hit into right field. It's a 2-out base hit. Jake Vachon will step in. Jake is 2 for 2, a couple of singles. RBI in the 6th and a run scored in the 8th. First pitch outside, ball 1. Two balls, no strikes. Three, the count. Called strike 1. Three-one pitch, swing and a miss. Full count. Runner breaks for second. Ball gets away. Sullivan gathers it in. Runners at first and second on the walk. That brings up Mike Morrison. Catcher doubled his last time up. That was in the 8th inning and scored. He is 1 for 4. First pitch up and in, ball 1. That pitch is fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Called strike. 1 and 2. 1-2 count, 2 outs, 2 on for the Jaguars. Top of the 9th, they trail by 2. It's 5-3 Flagler. Struck him out. That's the ball game. 3 runs, 11 hits, and 2 errors for the Jaguars. And the Saints win this one 5-2. It was 5-3, not 5-2. Sorry, folks. So this is my last game for the season and for the year. Appreciate you tuning in to listen. Dave will be here tomorrow to bring you the final game of this series. Saints win the first 2. They'll be heading for the tournament up at Dahlonega in a couple of, well, next week, I imagine. But until then, make sure you tune in tomorrow. Game time is 1 p.m. Thanks for tuning in for Dave Barnett Day. We appreciate it. Talk to you next year, if not before. This is Bill Topping from Drysdale Field saying thank you very much for tuning in today.